Hey guys, and welcome back. Today what we have going on is we are going to do some kosher dill. We're going to do some cucumbers, we're going to do some jalapeños, we're going to do some carrots, and put it all together. And let me show you how we start this. Let me turn this around. So first thing we want to do is get our jars, and we want to boil those. So I have 2 small ones and 4 big ones. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to need. And then while those are boiling, I started our brine. And what the brine is, it's 7 cups of water, 2 cups of white vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1/4 cup of pickling salt or canning salt, whichever you want to call it. So we're going to bring both of these up to a boil, and then behind there I have my lids and my rings. So we need to get our brine going, and then let me show you what I got over here. So with the stuff that we're going to can, we want to make sure you wash every single pickle individually, your peppers individually, your carrots, make sure that all the dirt's off. Now, some people like to cut these stems of the peppers and that off. You don't really need to. Just leave them on there and it'll be okay. Okay, and then our next ingredients are dill. It comes in a bunch. I buy it in this, it's like $2, and it's in the vegetable aisle. I got it from Walmart. And you just want to kind of chop it up. And then in one jar, I'm going to add these jalapeños, and then we have like 5 garlic cloves. Just kind of chop them up. And we're going to put these in our jars before we add our brine. Okay guys, so I pulled my first 2 jars out, and they're really hot. And the next thing you want to do is put your dill and your garlic in there, and put in as much as you like to taste or whatever. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill these with our jalapeños, which are over here, and I have them all washed and ready to go. And then we're just going to stuff them in there. And you can mix peppers too. I got some other peppers that I really wanted to pickle too. So we're just going to put all these guys in here. And the best thing about these guys is stuff them. Stuff them till, you know, your heart's content, and don't worry about what it looks like, because it doesn't really matter when you can. Alright, let's see how that looks. We want to make sure our jars are kind of full. Let's put a carrot in there just for poops and giggles here, just to see. Alright, and we want to make sure that that's kind of stuffed in there. That looks pretty good. Got one pepper way down there. That's kind of on the side, but yeah. Carrot in there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, don't be afraid to like shove them in there, guys. It's okay. And if you need to like trim some of these stems off too, do that too. They're just kind of getting in the way. That's okay. Alright, there we go. See how that looks? Looks pretty good. Alright, now let's go to the next one. I'm just going to trim some of these off as I'm going. But I really wanted to do a bunch of jalapeños and pickle them just to see how they would turn out. And that one's kind of big. Let's take that big one out of there. Put some of these littler ones in here. Yeah, so I got these from my garden, and I didn't want to waste them, and I freeze them all the time, and I'm just kind of looking for something else to do with them, because I'm always trying new stuff. So I'm not afraid to experiment. I'm putting some carrots in there too. Oh yeah, that looks really good actually. Looks very colorful. Yeah, don't be afraid to mix up your veggies. So I got carrots, peppers. Alright, and then our next thing we're going to do is wait for our brine. Okay guys, so our brine is ready, and then all we're going to do is take our brine and fill these babies up. Yep, you want to fill them up. And then the next step we're going to do is we're going to take some kind of debubbler I mean, you can buy one, but I just use a chopstick. Got one in this drawer right here, all ready to go. And then we're just gonna poke along the sides and make sure that we get the bubbles out. Because if you have bubbles in there, then it will cause your brine to go down. And you want to make sure that you have enough brine in there. Okay, that one's good actually. Okay, those are good. So then we're gonna pick up some lids up. And I need 2 small ones. Oh, and don't forget to wipe the top of your lids off so you don't have any dirt or debris, and then put your lid on. It's kind of hot, so. And then when you tighten these down, don't over tighten them. Just kind of, just a little bit. You don't want to crank it on them and that kind of thing. All right. My other jars are boiling, so they're just about ready. Let's stick that baby back down in there. All right. Put our other lid on. And our ring. What's nice about canning is that you can experiment if you like a lot of salt. And then what we're going to do is going to put them back in the hot water bath when we're all done. All right, so let's go get another jar. Okay, for our next jar, I put more dill. You can see it in the bottom. I put the jalapeños and more garlic. So in this one, we're going to do pickles and carrots. Yep. So we're going to put our pickles in first in the bottom. Ooh, and this jar is hot, guys. It is a hot one. All right. And you just really want to pack them babies really nice and tight. And then I'm putting carrots in here with some jalapenos. I'm just going to fill it with whatever I got. That's what she's getting. A couple of jalapenos in there. Yeah. This is one of those burrito peppers. It's going to be good in there too. And then more carrots on top. And that should be all we have room for, really. Alright, I'm going to trim that guy. Okay, and then we just fill it with our brine. All these are going to be so good, guys. And you guys will realize that once you start canning, it is so easy. And you can do small batches too and experiment. Small batches, big batches. Sky's the limit, guys. Just experiment. That's really what canning is. And you can can anything. Carrots, potatoes, jalapenos, peppers. Oh, man. I mean, a plethora of stuff that you can can. So that's what's exciting. Can it all, guys. Can it all. He needs to get in there. I'm gonna have to trim him off. He keeps poking out. Keeps poking out of the jar. There we go. Okay. All right. Get one of our lids. Woo! Babies are hot. Oh man, they're all sticking. There we go. All right. One of our lids on there. And one of our rings. Hope I don't have too much in there. I don't think so. Okay. Just kind of hand tighten it, and look at that. It's got carrots and pickles and jalapenos and your dill. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. All right, let's scoot these over. All right, let's get another jar. Okay guys, so our next jar, we have dill and garlic in there. And once again, we're just gonna stuff it with peppers, and I got some of these long peppers too I wanted to put in there. So we're just gonna add them in there, stuff them. We got some bigger jalapenos, and we'll put some carrots in there for color. Oh man, those jars are hot. Hot tamales. Whoops. Those in there. Put that other one in there. Put that guy off. Some of these are like really, really tall, so. And we got some red peppers that we can put in there. More jalapenos. And if you need to move stuff around, just take your stick so then you can shove them down in there. Oh yeah, that's nice. More carrots. Shove them in there. Wherever you can fit them, guys, just shove them in there. It's awesome. That's what I love about canning. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. I think the hardest part about canning is waiting to taste test. Really. Alright, it doesn't look like we're going to have enough for another jar. So I'm just going to shove this baby full with what we got. Yeah, that's good. Alright. And then I'm going to cut these two tops off. Okay, and then we're ready for brine. Alright, and then debubble. Make sure you debubble. Oh, that one's got lots of bubbles in there. Alright. Keep them in there. Ooh, hot. Alright. Put our lid on. And then our ring. Just kind of hand tighten it. Okay guys, so for my last jar, I used whatever garlic I had left and dill. And then I didn't have any more stuff, so I used cucumber. Now, those who grow zucchini know that you can use zucchini and it will take on any flavor that you put with it, which is awesome. So guys, don't be afraid to pickle zucchini. You can use bread and butter. You can make them bread and butter. You can make them dill. And it works, I'm telling you, and they are so yummy. I make a pickle that's called a butterburn pickle, and it's a sweet pickling recipe, but the only thing different is that you put jalapeno slices to make them, you know, spicy, and then you use zucchini instead of pickles, which is awesome, because cucumbers, they tend to run out really quick. So it's always nice to have something else. And we're going to debubble. Oh yeah, there's a lot of bubbles in there. Get them all coming up. So that's really good. So don't be afraid to try new things, guys. I'm telling you. You guys will be really, really surprised if you use zucchini. Because it tastes just like a cucumber. It really does. A pickled, whether it's sweet, dill, or whatever. And it's good. It really is. Trust me, I was skeptical too, but it's really good, guys. It really is. I'm not kidding. Okay, so now we have all our jars full. And then our next step we're going to do is we're going to put them in the hot water bath. Okay guys, so I have all my jars in my hot water bath, and I'm going to set the timer for 4 minutes. That's all I like to do it, 4 minutes, because I really like my stuff crunchy, and any longer than that, they just don't crunch up, guys. Okay, so our timer's going. So the one thing that you kind of want to watch out for is your cucumbers. You don't want them to be kind of pied. You don't want them to be like a dull green. You still want them to be where there's some light green and dark green kind of mix. That's when you know it's ready. Okay guys, our timer's done. So then we need to take these babies out. 4 minutes is all I like to do it, especially with these zucchini, because it's such kind of a tender kind of plant. So we don't want to overcook it because I like mine crispy. And I'm sure that you guys probably do too. Oh wow, those look really good. All right, let's get these guys out. And the pickles look good. And we got our jalapeños in there. Oh guys, this is awesome. Okay, so we're all done, and if you look at the cucumbers, you can kind of tell that they have they looking kind of pied. And what I mean by that is where there's some dark and some light, green in there. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. See the pickle? There's some light and some dark. That's exactly what we want. See, there's some dark and then the light. That's what you want. You don't want to overcook them because then they get squishy. And I don't like real soft. Yeah, it's just not good for me. That's not how we like them. But if you look at all these carrots and zucchini, the cucumbers in there, they look really good, don't they? And if you look at the zucchini back here, let me switch these around so you guys can really see those. So on the zucchini, so you'll see on the zucchini how there's some light in the dark, and if you look around the edges, you see that really light green. Yep, that's what you want. You don't want to cook them any longer than that, because then they get soft, and I don't like them soft. And then we'll just let them sit for a couple weeks, guys, and then we'll come back and do a really nice reveal and taste test. But don't those look good? They really do. I can't wait to try some. But that's all I have for today, guys. So that's the kosher dill, and it's got garlic, and you can put jalapeños and whatever you want in your recipe. And don't forget to try new things. Try zucchini, guys. I'm telling you, it's really good. We'll catch you on the next one.